So I am infertile. I have something called unexplained infertility. Not going to go too much into that, but basically, your girl can't get pregnant. And as someone who has actually wanted children and has been wanting children for pretty much a decade now, this is not something that is my favorite feature during my life in this lifetime. However, it is what it is. And I wanted to speak on what infertility has taught me about dating men because I didn't always know I was infertile. I ended up learning after time. And I went through a whole phase of dating men during times when I believed and they believed that I could get pregnant and could be a mom to their children, all those things. And then I am now currently dating men where I know that I'm infertile and I'm able to state that up front, and I see the huge difference. And I just want to touch on it, mainly because I believe it's a topic that's not spoken about. I don't know any videos about this topic. A lot of women that are infertile are either okay with it or they are, actively taking the steps to do other things to have children with either their husband or sperm donor and all that. And they're talking about how they're having children, but they're not talking about the men that they're meeting while knowing that they're infertile. I find that I learned a lot about men since my diagnosis. And one thing I knew from a long time ago, even before my diagnosis, is men love the idea and they're kind of obsessed with the overall fantasy of legacy and spreading their seed. Men are obsessed with this. And a man could be drowning in debt and not have two pennies to rub together, but still want to spread his seed and create a legacy. So I believe that the legacy talk and the legacy fantasy is deep rooted and maybe even evolutionary because it's nonsensical, especially in today's world. You would think that a man would only want to procreate if he knows that he could be a good father. Two, he can actually pass down something of greatness to his child and all the things that would make worldly sense. But men, regardless of what they have in the world or regardless of their work ethic or what they plan to have, they still want to just spread their seed. They just want to spread their seed. They just want to have children. And what I have realized is that a lot of men, they want to have children, but they don't necessarily want to be fathers. Two totally different things, because in today's world and how it's pretty much always been is the women are the main caretakers of the children. That's just how it is. And so that's why I'm so against women having children for men, because if you're having a child for a man, you don't need to be having children. And as someone who is infertile that does want kids, it's frustrating. It's frustrating to me to see women that kind of weaponize having children for men and use it as trying to keep a man when that never ever in life ever works. That never works. And so you're just hurting a child, an innocent person that you're bringing to this world because of a man that never had intentions on being a father and never had intentions of staying around. Men like to chase, conquer, and repeat. It really is as simple as that. And I think that the sooner women realize this, that you are not going to break that cycle for most men, the better off we will be. I'm such a realist. That is why I'm very, very passionate about topics like this, because I'm so sick of the delusional talk. I'm so sick of women just not understanding the reality. What you have been sold as a fantasy and a fairy tale is just that. It is a fiction novel. It's not real life. It is not real life. Most men want children, but they do not want to be fathers. And we see this time and time and time and time again. Are there exceptions to the rule? Yes. But when in life has it ever been a better bet to base your whole entire life off of an exception to a rule? That is not the smart way to go about anything. So we need to start treating these situations like that. There are exceptions to the rule. There are men that want just one woman for the rest of their life and want to be a proud, active father to their children for the rest of their life with intention. There are those men out there. There are, but they're far and few between. So if you have one, more power to you. But most women will not find that. And if you do, he may not be compatible with you. I mean, there's just so many different variables that go into it. But what I have realized, getting back on topic, what infertility has taught me about men is that most men just want to breed you. And I'm going to use the word breed because it's pretty much what it is. They want to breed you. And ever since I accepted my diagnosis and I started being upfront about it, I can see the look in men's faces change. Like, I don't have the option to breed you. I don't have, like, even if they don't plan on it at that moment, they at least want that option or the fantasy of it, of being able to breed you. It's a fantasy thing for them, and they want that option. And I've been, unfortunately, witness to a lot of very stark, cruel, and just in your face comments online about this topic that beforehand, when I wasn't as strong as I am now, really broke me down. Some of the things that men would say on Reddit threads, Twitter threads, different written online spaces, YouTube comments, all the things. When I was doing a lot of research about infertility and just kind of in the infertility community, was on that side of the internet, I saw so many comments of just men just saying, I mean, there's no way for me to sugarcoat this, so I'm sorry if this is triggering to anyone, but literally just calling women that can't have children useless. Though that was like the main word that I would see men say about women that can't bear children, is that they're useless. And for a while there, I internalized that big time because, again, I am someone that does want kids. If I didn't want kids, then those comments wouldn't bother me. But I am someone that wants to be a mom. So it did hurt, and it did also wake me up in the most rude way possible. But it did show me that that is the extent of how men value me and value us as women. Can you have their child? Can they breed you? Can you carry on their, quote, legacy? And again, this could be the dustiest man with not a dollar to his name, still talking about, can you carry my legacy? What legacy, sir? Generational debt and mental illness? What legacy? It's nonsensical on the men's side as well. But I think it's just an evolutionary thing. They're hunters, and they want to chase women, conquer them. And how they conquer a woman is not by committing to a woman. It's never been that. Marriage is a forced concept, and I stand by that. And I'll do a total video about that as well. Marriage is a forced concept. It's not natural. Conquer you by breeding you. That is how men conquer women. They don't conquer you by marrying you. They don't conquer you by loving you. They conquer you by breeding you. That's how they see it. That's how they feel it. That's how they feel about it. And so when they don't have the option to conquer you, it changes things. I literally just do what I want to do. I go for who I want to go for and who is benefiting me at the time, who I vibe with at the time. The silver lining in it, it's taught me to go with the flow. I don't fantasize people. I don't idealize people. I don't romanticize people. I don't think about a long-standing future with people. I don't think about any of those things. I am very present in the moment. It is what it is right now. I don't put too much expectations on people. They don't put too many expectations on me. And I do find that the more casual way of dating is more beneficial for me. I know that there are some men out there that really don't want children. Personally, I've never come across a man that didn't want kids. Even the men that are in their 40s and don't have kids yet still say they want kids. They still say they want kids. They'll be 47, no kids yet, but still say they want kids. For them, I don't think it really ends. I don't think the desire to spread their seed ends. For women, there's a forced end, or in my case, you're not given the chance to even begin, but it's different. It's really different. And so now I go with the flow. Been a very challenging thing for me to do as a type A person, to do that, and also just being very future oriented, but those are the cards that I had been dealt. And so for anyone that's listening to this video is unfortunately infertile, just know that you are going to have to adopt a more relaxed and chill attitude to life. But as of where it stands right now, infertility has just doubled down the thought process of men's primary goal is to conquer you, and the way that they conquer you is to breed you. That is their primary goal. If you can see in the thumbnail, I used DDG and Halle Bailey in the thumbnail. It's a cautionary tale that I don't need to go over. There's a ton of videos already about it, but it's just another example of that. They chase, they love bomb, they conquer, and they leave. It's the constant cycle. So maybe I should be grateful that I'm not going to be put in that cycle. I wish I saw it like that, but down the road, I am planning on becoming a single mom by choice. With the help of science, hopefully that could be a reality for me. But as far as men and what infertility has taught me about men is that it really is as simple-minded and primal as chase and conquer. That's it.